Most people believe their thinking comes first and their emotions follow. They assume they analyze a situation, reach a conclusion, and then feel something about it. But the human brain works in the opposite direction. Emotions arrive first. Thoughts are often constructed afterward, not to discover truth, but to justify what is already felt. The brain evolved to react quickly, not accurately. Long before logic could be applied, emotions acted as fast signals: danger, safety, attraction, rejection. These emotional signals shape attention instantly, directing mental energy toward what feels important and away from what does not. Once attention is biased, thinking follows the path already laid out by emotion. When an emotion is active, it changes how information is processed. Fear narrows focus. Anger simplifies complexity. Excitement exaggerates possibility. Sadness amplifies loss. In each case, the mind does not evaluate reality objectively. It filters reality to match the emotional state. Thoughts begin to serve the emotion rather than question it. This is why two people can observe the same situation and arrive at completely different conclusions. Their emotions determine what they notice, what they ignore, and how they interpret events. Thinking feels rational, but it is often emotional reasoning disguised as logic. A clear real-world example can be seen in workplace decision-making. Imagine an employee who feels unappreciated by their manager. That emotional state quietly reshapes their thinking. Neutral feedback is interpreted as criticism. Silence is read as disapproval. Small mistakes feel like proof of failure. When opportunities arise, the employee may conclude that advancement is impossible, not because of evidence, but because emotion has already framed the narrative. The thinking feels logical, but it is emotionally driven. Emotions also influence memory, which further distorts thinking. Events associated with strong feelings are remembered more vividly, while neutral experiences fade. Over time, this creates a biased internal record of reality. A person who frequently feels anxious may remember mostly threatening experiences, reinforcing fearful thinking. The emotion strengthens the memory, and the memory strengthens the emotion, creating a closed loop. This loop makes emotional thinking self-reinforcing. Once an emotional interpretation is formed, the brain looks for confirmation. Contradictory information is dismissed or reinterpreted. The mind is not trying to be dishonest. It is trying to remain emotionally consistent. Internal coherence feels safer than accuracy. Social environments intensify this effect. Group emotions spread rapidly through tone, language, and shared narratives. Collective fear, outrage, or excitement can override individual reasoning. When emotions are synchronized across a group, dissenting thoughts feel uncomfortable, even threatening. Thinking aligns not with evidence, but with emotional belonging. This is why emotionally charged messaging is so effective. It bypasses analysis and speaks directly to feeling. Once emotion is activated, thinking becomes predictable. The brain fills in reasons afterward. Persuasion does not require convincing arguments, only the right emotional trigger. Understanding how emotions influence thinking does not mean suppressing emotion. Emotions are not flaws, they are signals. But problems arise when emotions are mistaken for conclusions. When feelings are treated as facts, thinking becomes reactive rather than reflective. Regaining clarity requires creating distance between emotion and thought. This means noticing emotional states before drawing conclusions, asking whether a belief emerged from evidence or feeling, allowing time for emotional intensity to settle before deciding. These small pauses interrupt automatic emotional reasoning. The most important realization is this: thinking is not neutral by default. It is shaped moment by emotional undercurrents operating beneath awareness. Until those influences are recognized, the mind will continue to defend emotional interpretations as if they were objective truth. Emotions do not just color thinking, they quietly steer it. And once you understand that, you begin to see how much of what feels like reason is, in reality, emotion wearing the mask of logic.